Hello and welcome. We are live from New Delhi. You're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. India will be the third largest economy by 2030-31 with a projected annual growth of 6.7%, says S&P Global. EU chief Ursula von der Leyen pledges more European support to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Russia says West should stop arming Ukraine if it wants to settle the conflict. Sri Lanka makes final preparations for tightly contested presidential election, 38 candidates in the fray. News in detail now. A report released by S&P Global on Thursday stated India is set to become the third largest economy by the fiscal year 2030-31. The projected annual fiscal growth rate is 6.7% this year. India recorded an 8.2% growth in the fiscal year to March 2024. The country's foreign inflows into bonds have surged after India joined major emerging market indexes. The report states the gross portfolio inflows are estimated to be between 20 to 30 US billion dollars over the next 2 years. As per the report, there is a need to address infrastructure issues such as irrigation, storage and supply distribution to ensure food security and economic stability, as food price inflation due to rise in climate risk could constrain monetary policy. Meanwhile, the US-India Partnership Forum head John Chambers had said that Indian economy will probably be 90 to 100% larger than China by the end of this century. Analyzing India's growth and the current share market situation, the chairman emeritus of Cisco expressed optimism on the India-US partnership. With PM's vision of investments in technologies like artificial intelligence, cybersecurity and semiconductors, India has the potential to become a major global economic player. He said that PM Modi's third term will set the framework for growth of innovation in the country. Chambers also said that collaboration between the two nations will significantly boost their economies. At the Indian stock markets, the benchmark indices closed at record highs, with the Nifty 50 surging 1.48% to 25,791 and the Sensex climbing 1,359 points to end at 84,544. The broader market also posted massive gains as the Nifty Mid-Cap Index rose 857 points to reach 60,209. Nifty Bank hit a record high after 55 trading sessions, boosted by the performance of major banks. And the Indian rupee strengthened and closed at a high for the third straight season. The Indian rupee settled at 83.55 against the US dollar on Friday. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the National PM Vishwakarma program in Wardha in western Indian state of Maharashtra on Friday. The Prime Minister opened a grand exhibition in Wardha on Friday. The expo put up a display of all 18 trades run under the Prime Minister's Vishwakarma scheme. PM Modi released certificates and loans to PM Vishwakarma beneficiaries and also released a commemorative stamp dedicated to mark 1 year of progress under PM Vishwakarma. The scheme provides a holistic and end-to-end support to artisans and craftspeople for skill training, modern tools. It was launched on September 17th last year. Prime Minister Modi also laid the foundation stone of various projects, including that of a textile park in Amravati, and launched the Acharya Chanakya Skill Development Centre scheme and Punyashlok Ahilya Devi Holkar Women's Startup Scheme. Prime Minister Modi addressed the event and taking a jibe at the opposition, PM called the Congress party the most corrupt in the country.
आज जो कांग्रेस हम देख रहे हैं, ये वो कांग्रेस नहीं है जिससे कभी महात्मा गांधी जी जैसे महापुरुष जुड़े थे। आज की कांग्रेस में देशभक्ति की आत्मा दम तोड़ चुकी है। आज की कांग्रेस में नफरत का भूत दाखिल हो गया है। आप देखिए, आज कांग्रेस के लोगों की भाषा, उनकी बोली विदेशी धरती पर जाकर उनके देश विरोधी एजेंडे, समाज को तोड़ना, देश को तोड़ने की बात करना, भारतीय संस्कृति और आस्था का अपमान करना, ये वो कांग्रेस है जिसे टुकड़े टुकड़े गैंग और अर्बन नक्सल के लोग चला रहे हैं। आज देश की सबसे बेईमान और सबसे भ्रष्ट कोई पार्टी है तो वो पार्टी कांग्रेस पार्टी है। देश का सबसे भ्रष्ट परिवार कोई है तो वो कांग्रेस का शाही परिवार है।
And the European Union chief Ursula von der Leyen arrived in Kyiv on Friday to offer support ahead of winter as both Russia and Ukraine continue with bombings and attacks on energy infrastructure on either sides. The European Union chief met the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to discuss Europe's support, winter preparedness and defense. During her visit, Ursula announced that EU will grant a loan of $39 billion to Ukraine as part of the G7 pledge.
The Commission has adopted proposals that will enable the European Union to lend 35 billion euros from the G7 pledge. This is a huge step forward. We are now confident that we can deliver this loan to Ukraine very quickly, a loan that is backed by the windfall profits from immobilized Russian assets.
Now, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky held discussion with European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen and said that Ukraine's victory plan in the war against Russia depends on quick decisions by allies this year.
All the details I will discuss first of all with the President of the United States. Most of the decisions from the plan depend specifically on him, on other allies too, but there are certain points which depend on the goodwill and support of the United States. I hope he supports his plan. The entire plan is predicted upon quick decisions from our partners. The plan is predicted upon decisions which should take place from October to December and not delaying this process. We really want to see this. We want then consider then the plan has worked.
And on the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict, spokesperson of the Russian Foreign Ministry on Friday said that to settle the conflict, West should stop supplying weapons to Ukraine.
As soon as they stop supplying arms to the Kyiv regime and sponsoring the terrorist activities of Bankova, then it can be perceived as a signal for political and diplomatic settlement.
And as the US presidential elections draw nearer, both rival parties are intensifying efforts to enhance and consolidate their voter bases among various communities. Republican Trump says Israel will be eradicated if he loses the election, while Democrat Harris tries to convince both black and Jewish voters.
On Thursday, former US President Donald Trump reached out to the Jewish community, emphasizing the commitment to Israel's security. Trump stated that to safeguard Israel, his return to White House is essential. He urged Jewish Americans to vote for him during a unique gathering in Washington, D.C., centered on the theme, Fighting Anti-Semitism in America.
But if we don't win this election, Israel, in my opinion, within a period of 2 to 3 years will cease to exist. It's going to be wiped out. That's what's going to happen.
The Jewish Americans, numbering nearly 15 million and making up around 4.5% of the US population, has traditionally supported the Democrats and Republicans party in a 60-40 ratio. Interestingly, Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, is Jewish. Seeking to sway more Jewish voters, Trump claimed that Democrats are detrimental to both Israel and Jewish interests, singling out Democratic candidate Kamala Harris as the worst.
In my opinion, the Jewish people would have a lot to do with a loss if I'm at 40%. If I'm at 4, think of it, that means 60% are voting for Kamala, who in particular is a bad Democrat. The Democrats are bad to Israel, very bad.
African Americans, who comprise about 12.1% of the US population, are another key demographic. The voter rights organization Black Votes Matter launched a campaign on Thursday to encourage black voter registration ahead of Georgia's October 7 deadline. The campaign, dubbed We Fight Back Tour, kicked off with a stop at Cross Keys High School in Atlanta. The goal is not just to register voters but also boost turnout among black communities.
We want to be able to raise those issues with them and connect that back to the ballot. Who pulls the lever of power? Not just at the top of the ticket, but at the bottom of the ticket in your local elections.
For Democratic candidate Kamala Harris, both black and Jewish voters are critical, as these groups have historically leaned Democratic. On Thursday, Harris made a symbolic gesture to both communities, hosting a star-studded rally featuring talk show icon Oprah Winfrey and other celebrities. The event aimed to galvanize support from Jewish and black voters alike. Harris herself has black descent and Jewish husband. As Trump seeks to attract new voters, Harris's focus is on consolidating and expanding her base other than chasing new grounds. With the race tightening, both candidates are pulling out all stops. Akhilesh Suman reporting for DD India.
German Chancellor Olaf Scholz's Social Democratic Party stronghold Brandenburg goes to polls on Sunday. The upcoming poll is a strong contest between he closely trails behind the AfD, which has a narrow lead in polls. Coming a year ahead of a national election, the vote could trigger a party backlash against Scholz, or if the SPD holds the state, confirm him as the candidate for 2025. And the people of Sri Lanka are set to vote for a new president on Saturday in an election that will be key in deciding the future reforms in the country that is reeling under an unprecedented economic crisis. A total of 38 candidates are in fray, whose fate will be decided by 17 million voters in a preferential voting system. The front-runner candidates have expressed confidence of a victory, while experts say that no candidate may get a majority in the first round of counting. The Election Commission has said that efforts will be made to ensure that the final results of the election are declared on Sunday, even if the election moves to a second preference count. Incumbent President Ranil Wickremesinghe is seeking a re-election, while he is challenged by Samagi Jan Balavegya candidate Sajid Premadasa and Anurag Kumara Dissanayake from National People's Power Alliance. All right, still to come on this edition of DD India Live. Bharat-Nepal Maitri Yatra launched by Union Minister Ashwani Vaishnav. 13-episode show on Doordarshan which promotes millet-based recipes launched at the Global Food Regulator Summit 2024. And India dominate Chennai Test, lead Bangladesh by 308 runs at stumps on day 2.
We need to look at waste as a resource. There are many possibilities and opportunities here, starting from the water that we use to brush our teeth in the morning and the shirt on your back.
We are always proposing a hybrid sort of operation where you're blending in technology where it's useful.
This recycling unit helps us to save 30 to 60% of the drinking water, and we were able to prove that it saved not only water but energy too.
Till now, which was considered as a waste, we are now adding value to it, which is increasing the farmer's income. At the same time, it's a raw material for a different line of production as well.
I rework materials and use them to make carpets and other items. You could say we're recycling the fabrics.
Welcome back. You're watching DD India Live. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Some more stories. To create cultural connect between the most powerful and historical centers of India and Nepal, a unique tour under the Bharat Gaurav Yatra has been flagged off on Friday. A deluxe air-conditioned tourist train tour named the Bharat-Nepal Maitri Yatra has been launched by India's Minister for Railways, Ashwani Vaishnav. The tour has been curated to promote cultural exchange between the two neighbouring countries. The Indian minister expressed joy over the new project and emphasized how the move further boosts PM Modi's pledge to showcase India's cultural heritage through railways and added details about the route of the brand new train service.
Today we have one yatra which is very unique because it will be connecting India and Nepal. So the train journey will be from Delhi to Ayodhya ji, to Sitamarhi, to Janakpur, to Kashi Vishwanath ji, and then there will be a subsequent road journey to Pashupatinath ji. And like all Bharat Gaurav Yatras, in this case also there will be a complete package.
On 100 days achievements of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's Health Minister JP Nadda said that the government took a big decision to expand Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana by including all age 70 and above people irrespective of their socio-economic status.
प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में चेयरमैनशिप में आयुष्मान भारत ने सभी बुजुर्गों को irrespective of any income group all have been included in आयुष्मान भारत above the age of 70. इसमें नो इनकम बार है, 70 years से ऊपर के लोग होंगे, ये बेनिफिशियरीज होंगे. 4.5 crore families are to be added, have been added, which amounts to 6 crore people. 6 करोड़ लोगों को और जोड़ा जाएगा और सीनियर सिटीजन्स को और उनको 5 लाख रुपए का फैमिली बेसिस पे उनको हेल्थ कवर दिया जाएगा.
And to commemorate the first anniversary of the renaming of 21 islands in the Andaman and Nicobar, the Tri-Services Andaman and Nicobar Command launched Expedition Paramveer. In water swimming expedition, the Indian Armed Forces and the Coast Guard undertook swimming to all 21 islands as a tribute to the valour, courage and sacrifice of 21 Paramveer Chakra awardees. The expedition was formally flagged in by the Defence Minister in Delhi. The flag-in ceremony of Expedition Paramveer honours the sacrifices of India's PVC Gallantry awardees. The flag represents the cause and stirs emotions of patriotism and pride, said the Defence Minister.
हमारे जो आइलैंड्स हैं जिन परमवीर चक्र प्राप्त विजेता जो परमवीर चक्र जिन्हें प्राप्त हुआ है उनके नाम पर रखे गए हैं. मैं समझता हूं कि जब लोग आपके इस भगीरथ प्रयास की चर्चा करेंगे तो उसमें हमारे परमवीर चक्र जिन लोगों ने प्राप्त किया है उनके भी शौर्य और पराक्रम की चर्चा निश्चित रूप से होगी.
And the Government of India is gearing up to host the World Audiovisual and Entertainment Summit or WAVES early next year from 5th to 9th February to bolster India's media and entertainment industry and extend its global influence. Speaking at a roadshow to promote WAVES at the Jawaharlal Nehru Architecture and Fine Arts University in Hyderabad today, India's Information and Broadcasting Secretary Sanjay Jaju said that WAVES would be the first ever global summit covering the entire gamut of media and entertainment industry. Now, India has jumped to Tier 1 in the Global Cybersecurity Index 2024 released by the International Telecommunication Union when it comes to role modelling as part of country's cybersecurity commitments and resulting impacts. With a remarkable score of 98.49 out of 100, India has joined the ranks of role modelling countries. The Department of Telecommunications played a pivotal role as a nodal agency representing India in the Global Cybersecurity Index 2024. The GCI 2024 assessed national efforts based on 5 pillars: legal, technical, organizational, capacity development and cooperation. India's strong performance in cybersecurity is driven by a series of initiatives and measures undertaken by Government of India to enhance cyber resilience and establish robust frameworks for cybercrime laws and cybersecurity standards. Now, millets are one of the healthiest options that need more space on the menu. Flavors of Shri Anna Sehat or Swat Ke Sang, a 13-episode show on Doordarshan, promotes millet-based recipes to boost nutrition awareness, and it was launched at the Global Food Regulator Summit 2024. DD India's Anil Thomas has the details.
A millets recipe show, Flavors of Shri Anna, Sehat or Swat Ke Sang, was launched as a 13-episode series on Doordarshan aimed at promoting millet-based recipes at the Global Food Regulators Summit 2024. 3 renowned chefs from India will showcase to the world 26 recipes with millets in the 13-week program.
We are trying to cover all the states of India. I'm from Rajasthan. So in Rajasthan, usually we use bajra and jowar. So I am keeping that in mind. I'll putting these recipes which include bajra and the jowar. Other chefs are doing their respective recipes which include like ragi and banyan millet and other millets also. That would be a great show.
This initiative seeks to boost nutrition awareness and highlight the healthy benefits and versatility of millets in everyday cooking.
I'm so happy actually. I was looking that people want to do something on millets. It is new for them, but they don't know how to cook. And these all 26 recipes are going to be very from
Indian states and union territories that excelled in the State Food Safety Index felt that millets or Shri Anna, which began as a poor man's grain, has today gained importance, and the benefits of millets are being highlighted everywhere, and this program will benefit all.
We are very much excited because in Gujarat also we have a lot of tribal area and tribal districts, and that producing a lot of millets, ragi hai, banti hai, bajri hai. So I think we are very much excited to learn and see this upcoming series of the Doordarshan. Yeah.
The new cookery show will present millets from farm to plate. The recipe showcased will be now part of numerous acclaimed hotel chains and students from several hospitality as well as culinary institutes. With a selection of millet-based dishes, a fusion-based approach to the platter helps reconnect our daily meals to the roots of our traditional cuisine. Anil Thomas, DD India, New Delhi.
Now let's take a look at other stories making news today. The Indian Army takes a unique step to strengthen its connection with the local community in Ladakh by operating a community radio station. This initiative aims to foster better communication between the army and the local population. The radio station serves as an important tool in this remote and strategically significant area, broadcasting programs that cover a variety of topics, including local news, weather updates, and cultural content. The Central Bureau of Investigation filed a second charge sheet in connection with the NEET UG 2024 question paper leak and theft case before the designated CBI court in Patna against 6 accused. So far, a total of 48 individuals have been arrested in connection with the NEET paper leak case. Sports now. India further strengthened their grip in Chennai Test versus Bangladesh, finishing the day with a lead of 308 runs. Led by Shubman Gill's unbeaten 33, India scored 81 for 3 at the end of day 2 on Friday. Earlier, Jasprit Bumrah's powerful spell of 4 for 50 helped India bundle out Bangladesh for 149. Mohammad Siraj, Ravindra Jadeja and Akashdeep also scalped 2 wickets each. For Bangladesh, Shakib Al Hasan was the top scorer with 32 runs. With this performance, India took a first innings lead of 227 before eventually extending it to 308. Now, fast bowler Jasprit Bumrah achieved a major milestone on day 2 of Chennai Test. He became only the 10th Indian bowler and the 6th pacer from the country to complete 400 wickets across all formats in international cricket. 30-year-old Bumrah joined an elite list of Indian fast bowlers, which includes Kapil Dev, Zahir Khan, Ishant Sharma and Mohammad Shami. Bumrah got to the milestone of 400 wickets in his 227th innings in international cricket. And FIDE celebrated its centenary of International Chess Federation with a special night honoring the best 100 at FIDE Awards. The Best Player in Male category award was bagged by Magnus Carlsen, whereas the Best Female Player award was handed over to Judith Polgar. Has more.
On the sidelines of 45th Chess Olympiad, FIDE celebrated FIDE 100 Awards at a dazzling event that took place in Budapest. The Chess Award is dedicated to centenary of International Chess Federation that celebrated exceptional achievements and contributions of individuals, groups and organizations within the chess community. There were 18 categories where the awards were handed out to famous personalities of chess. Apart from this, there were 8 special FIDE 100 medals from the FIDE President Arkady Vorkovich, honoring those who have significantly contributed to chess development throughout their careers. The awards were handed out by the members of FIDE as well as India's chess star Vishwanathan Anand. The Best Player award was won by Norwegian chess grandmaster Magnus Carlsen. Carlsen is reigning 5-time World Rapid Chess Champion, 7-time World Blitz Chess Champion and the winner of the FIDE World Cup. Whereas the Best Player in women's category was awarded to Judith Polgar. Polgar is widely regarded as the strongest female chess player of all time. She became a grandmaster at just the age of 15, breaking Bobby Fischer's record and was the youngest player to enter FIDE Top 100 at the age of 12. Speaking at the gala event, FIDE's Vice President Mahir Mamedov congratulated everyone and said, "The first century of FIDE's life has been full of remarkable events, great personalities and memorable matches. For this, we must thank the founders of FIDE." The gala event celebrated the conduct in the sport of chess with on women's participation. Deepika Mehta's report for DD India.
Well, that's all for this edition of DD India Live, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS. Scan the QR code on the screen to download now. And we'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. From all of us here in Delhi, thanks for watching DD India Live.